welcome to the place where you, the individual atheist in the year 2020, can correspond with the individual Christian, in which we refuse to debate. We refuse to say, hey, you're ignorant, you're wrong, you're immoral, because we are emotionally intelligent. We don't talk about what we disagree. We talk about what we agree and what we can appreciate. We don't spend our time thinking, I don't like this, let me talk about this thing. No. Despite fundamentally having different sides, different perspectives, we don't look down on each other. That's emotional intelligence. Let's check out a comment from one of my most faithful viewers of these atheist videos, Crazy Jesse, on a video called, As an Atheist, Can You Agree That a High Conflict Personality, ... And so basically what I'm saying in the video is, high conflict personality is a lack of emotional intelligence and life experience. The older and more mature you get, the less you are trying to prove what you believe by arguing with people. It's a sign of your intelligence and maturity that you're not debating and arguing with people, because if you already believe it, you're not trying to argue with people about it because you already know what you believe. And I say people debate and argue to basically say, I do believe this thing I'm arguing for, right? So Crazy Jesse says, quote, I'm not sure. I think I see it in certain atheists that are leaving a religion that are pretty reactive towards ideas about God. Yeah, it can definitely be an identity crisis, losing your religion. So I just want to make this simple, shorter video to ask you your thoughts on that. Because someone had explained this to me about social media, that ultimately what people do on social media, when they post on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever they're doing, whether it's a picture or a joke or whatever they're trying to do, they're ultimately asking, am I good enough? Do you like me? Am I funny? Am I good looking? Do I qualify to matter in life? They're asking, they're never saying anything. They're asking people to confirm their identity. And to me, I think debating is exactly that. That's why I'm so adamant that I have no interest in doing that, because I am confident in my Christian beliefs and my Christian identity. So I have nothing to argue about. I'll speak with you about it. But the moment someone's trying to argue, I just think that's a person who isn't really convinced of their atheist perspective yet. And they're really wanting confirmation of what they perceive and their views as an atheist that they think that they are. If they weren't sorting something out, they wouldn't be talking about this. Well, could we turn the camera on me? Well, actually, it's turned on me. But could we say, well, Nick, why are you making all these videos, though? If you say that you're solid in your Christian beliefs, then why are you making these? Is there any chance that you've mentioned your doubts before, but are you just making sure you don't want to be an atheist? My response is no. Ultimately, my motivation is, as I stated, it's all about emotional intelligence. What I can appreciate is people having fundamentally different views, but still saying, well, we can still agree on a lot of things, and we can still relate and connect on a human level. Whereas a lot of people can't, because they get too caught up in those arbitrary dividing lines, like religion or nationality or sports teams, whatever it is. So ultimately, I'm asking you, are there any atheists watching my videos who admit ultimately you're watching my videos because it's a way to help confirm what you believe or perceive as an atheist? Is that ultimately what you're doing? And ultimately, for those of you who do wish I would debate with you about Christianity or God being real, is it mainly to reinforce what you already believe? And that's called identity protective cognition. When you believe something strongly enough that when you hear the opposite of it, you get all riled up and emotional and you want to prove that other person wrong. Because ultimately anything they argue against you just confirms what you already believe. It reinforces what you already believe. And that's something I'm very aware of. We see this with a lot of Christians and a lot of atheists. And I think that's important. I think if you're an atheist, go all the way with it. Like, be the best atheist you can be. Christian, be the best Christian you can be. Commit to the thing. Figure it out. But ultimately, I think if you're the kind of Christian or the kind of atheist that's wanting to debate with people, high conflict personality, I think that's a good sign. It's actually revealing an insecurity about the individual. I think a confident person can have a very well-mannered, mild-mannered conversation with people, yes, on the internet, where people love to, you're ignorant, you're wrong, you're stupid, you're all these things. ultimately, I think we can do that when we're strong in our own identity and what we believe. And I've mentioned that many times before, that a lot of the times the people that are on the same wavelength as me, they are picking up what I'm throwing down, are typically men over the age of 35, because that's typically when you mature enough and you realize, I care about some things in life, but there's a lot of things I just don't even care about anymore. Improving other people wrong is not something I care about. So, any of my viewers in this video willing to admit that part of the reason you keep watching these atheist videos that I'm making, even though I'm not debating with you, is because you're looking for someone to help reinforce what you already perceive as reality as an atheist, even though ironically the person helping reinforce it is the Christian, because of your identity protective cognition, which says, here's a Christian, I disagree with him, he's making me that much more secure in my atheist status. Anyone willing to admit that? I'm curious. That's my perception of reality. Can anybody else say, yeah, Nick, you are actually onto something? Your comments belong right here.